Hey there, friends, and welcome back to Deep Space Katellite. I am your alien cat host, Cat, and today we are going somewhere very important. The 90s. Again. That's right, we're going back to when you had to physically drag your tower PC and your CRT monitor to your friend's basement, argue about who forgot their Ethernet cable, and spend 45 minutes trying to get Quake to run before anyone could have fun. So yeah, not too different than it is today. More joysticks in stores, though. Higher payings, too. Yikes. LAN Party Adventures is a game about setting up LAN parties, and also about finding your friend who's gone missing, which honestly has the same energy as sitting around waiting for that one bro who's always like 30 minutes late, so you have to wait for them to arrive to order the pizza, and everybody's starving and cranky by the time they get there. You get it. This one hit me right in the nostalgia, like directly. No warning, just full AIM away message vibes and the smell of pizza rolls. Friends and I did LAN parties from time to time up until 2018, so it's been a while, and this game has me thinking that it might be time to bring it back. Let's get into it. Alright friends, welcome to LAN Party Adventures. So this is another game that I tested out as a demo, and then the full game came out and I really wanted to try it the rest of the way. In my experience, at least of the demo, it felt really good. I just feel like it's almost a little too much of a sim, you know? But when we get into it, you will probably see what I mean. But other than that, it definitely doesn't go in the direction I was expecting it to go. So one thing I am going to do, though, is crank this soldier boy. Alright, so, new game. My actual name is Slice. No relation. To what? To whom? Whomstavere. Spring 2000. The small town has always had its charm. We all know each other and life is chill. I'm about to graduate high school and I spend most of my free time with my friends. The only thing that's maybe a little gloomy is that my computer broke, or I broke it, you can say, which is worse. I was playing one of those really awesome, really violent games, while the old compy couldn't handle it and the CPU overheated. My parents and I can't afford to replace it. We're doing fine, but we don't have money for things like that. So I got kind of a weird job. People in town knew I was kind of computer savvy. I started helping with their computers and sometimes organizing LAN parties. Occasionally, offices or small businesses want to host video game events for their employees. It helps me save some extra cash. After a couple of months, I'm finally getting my new computer today. Cool, let's get your new computer, bro. Bruh. Friend, I'm having my... So the cool thing about this, right, is if you look around, there's so many things that are knockoffs of other stuff. So we've got Spaceworks. That's StarCraft for sure, obviously. Then we got the A-Team. Deus Ex, Counter-Strike, Goom, not with an N, Quantum Breach, Cosmic Wars, Sadman, sounds like a Hideo Kojima character, Era of Kingdoms, The Reign of Kings, Midlife Crisis, Yoga Tortoises, what else have we got? This is our new computer, obviously, so we're gonna connect our computer to power. So let's focus up. Also, that's clearly Warcraft. I am eager to embrace belief. There's Troll Warriors. I think that's supposed to be... That's Akira for sure. That's, what is it, System Shock? Yeah. I'm assuming that's supposed to be like Ultima or something. But either way, alright, so we're gonna connect our computer to power. So the first thing we're gonna do actually is we're gonna pick up all these, get them. I wonder what these are. Montego Power. This is classified information. Alrighty. Basketball. Yeah. Oh, I got the cool S on his notebook. We got a Game Boy Color. And okay, it has something on top, so we gotta pick this up. All right, hand presses buttons. Okay, yeah. So if you're familiar at all with the back end of a computer, you're gonna recognize a lot of these. You may not recognize other ones based on the fact that they're now technology that's kind of like gone out of use. But yeah, it looks like we got, is it PS? It's PS1 or PS2? It's PS and a number, if I remember correctly. It was basically like the old connector for like keyboards and mice. So Ethernet, which is for networking, power, VGA, which is monitor, phone line for modem, which is different than Ethernet. Very easy to confuse the two, and then device for keyboards and mice, like I was saying. We're gonna close this. Great. So we're gonna select this. We're gonna, so we can rotate it, obviously. Boom. We're gonna pick these up because in my experience, those have been relatively useful to have. And I'm trying to find all these little things because in the past they've been useful to have. But apparently too close to pick it up. Seems ridiculous. Okay. But this is basically going to teach you the... It has something on top. I'll put the... Let me take this. Take that basketball. If I remember correctly, this was something I kind of screwed up last time. Alrighty. So, now, what we need to do is we're going to crouch over here, we're going to crouch over here. So, we need to connect the computer to power. If I remember correctly, the way that we do that is go to 3, and we're going to go to here. There we go. 3. We're going to connect here, and then connect to here. Alright. That's one of our power cables. Actually, I don't remember. Okay, that's plugged in already? Yeah. Okay, so we need to do the drill. So, we're gonna do the VGA cable from screen to computer. And so it's 4, we're gonna go from here. There we go. And you actually screwed it in. Not joking. Let's see. There it is. There we go. And then we wanted to use the network cable. Alright. So, it wants us to go and do this puzzle down at the bottom. So what you want to do is you want to swap, if I remember correctly. Like so, yeah. Alright, done. And then you go over here. And then we're gonna do the same thing. So we want to do this, this, and this. There we go. Done. Perfect. We need to connect our keyboard and mouse. So we're gonna go to 6. There's that. And then see if it'll let me go over there. And then let me see if I'll go over there. There we go. Alright, so we want to turn on the modem by hitting the red button. Perfect. So, this is the part where I thought it got a little too fidgety a little bit, right? So we're gonna go over to here, first and foremost, to get another magic card. And then we pick up this disk, right? Internet Protocol Configurator 1998. So, run IP Configurator 98 without quotes on your computer terminal and follow the on-screen instructions. Make sure you have your modem password and connections ready to go online. So you're just gonna open the terminal, type run IP configurator 98, and then press enter. Then there's some commands. And then Leap Software Studios. Heard this guy was on some corruption scandal. When I read this, I was like, it made me think of like McAfee. Which I wonder if I should like talk about sometime. E for insert. We're gonna open that. We're gonna go E for enter. We're gonna go to the terminal. And then we're literally gonna type in run IP configurator 98. Hope that I turned it. Yeah, okay, I at least typed it correctly. Use the help command. Okay. And so find the modem's password in the corkboard. Oop, okay. So I'm gonna exit. Okay. Password is PA55WORD. Pretty good. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, I know. PA54 WORD. Bingo. Bingo bango bongo. Alright, so we're done. We're connected to the network. Double click on the email. Welcome to Leap Mail. John Leap. Yada yada. How are you doing? How are mom and dad? I'm having a slow day. Remember that game we talked about? I think it was called Space Orcs. I wanted to try that game with you. I'll try to work it out. Maybe someday in the afternoon. If I make it happen, I'll let you know. Hope you're doing good. Your brother Jose. And then Pedro. LAN Party at Pedro's. Okay. Hey, I just bought a 4-port switch to play Terror Strike. Want to come over? I called Johnny and Paula for a LAN party at my house. Can you help us get everything connected? I have no idea how to use that configurator thing. Sad. Sad smiley face. Also, I'm searching all over the living room for game floppy disks. Come over as soon as you're ready. So yeah, we are going to now leave our room. And what you just saw me do is basically the next part of the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the password. We're going to take the floppy disk out. Actually, maybe I'm taking it with me just in case. You definitely need one. Although now I bet it's maybe... Okay, fine. Now we leave our room. Okay, apparently we're not... I don't know if we needed that or not. We'll find out. I can't imagine they'll make us come all the way back here, but... So, this is cool. I don't remember this being part of the first one. But I found half the secret objects. I feel like I know what the rest of them would have been. Call your friends for help, then tell them to eat pizza. Will do. Later that day, hey, I got an email. I think it's about my inheritance, about some old account my parents had. Oh, don't get awkward, man. It's good news for me. Oh, nice. Maybe that'll help stabilize things at your granny's, right? Yeah, maybe I'll put a little bit into new cards. Hee. But it's kind of weird. I didn't know they had some extra money. Yeah, it's good news anyway, man. Also, if you ever want to talk about that, let me know, okay? Thanks, really. Yeah. Let's hope this works out. Hey, did you get my email? Yeah, I'm heading over ASAP. Guys left their computers here already. I can't connect everything right now. I have to run an errand. But you can come over and finish everything, right? You're kidding, right? You wish. Yeah, sorry, man. It's just something for my grandma. Also, I'm not that good at using that configurator thing. He means the configurator. Yeah, configurator, dummy. Okay, I'll take care of it, but you owe me one. You're the man. See you in a bit. You're the man now, dog. Okay, so this is going to take some work. That is correct. So what we're going to do is we are going to gather up some game floppy disks. This is one of the most violent video games he's ever played, apparently. Which doesn't seem correct since Goom apparently exists. Which, if it's based off Doom at the time, was quite... And there's our modem password. Change me. We're gonna need that eventually. Is it me? It is me. Nope, come back here. Woo.com. Alrighty. Now, so we're grabbing as many of these as we can possibly get because oh, okay. There's another one of those. Oh, what are those? But yeah, we're gonna need all of these plugs for later. Let me grab that. Take that out of there. Take that out of there. So many. Might need that later. Sweet Nintendo 64, bro. Oh, it's a yo-yo. I think. I don't need that. At least I don't think. That cat picture had me cracking up the last time when I played as well. It's just cute. Yeah! Alright, now what we need to do is connect all of our devices to power. This is actually kind of annoying. And that's everybody's devices. So we need a computer. So that's the VGA cable. Okay. So then what we need to do is connect them, also switch. So this is the router. Yes, that is the white thing in the middle of the table. So what we want to do is we are doing that, and then we're going to here. Boop, 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 beep. There we go, done. All right, now we have all of them connected. Make sure every device is turned on. All right, now everyone is turned on. Insert. All right, it's already connected to the LAN. Alrighty. Beep, beep, beep. Wait, why am I calling Pedro if I'm at Pedro's house? Alrighty. Alright, Paula. What's the problem? Pedro has some sort of password protection on his computer? I don't know it, but you should call Jake. He has a knack for this kind of thing. Yes. Changes. Also, I'm wearing a corn t-shirt, I think. All right, Jake. Got it. Good idea. Don't mention it. See you later, okay? See you. See you. Alright, let's call Jake. Jake Snake. Hello, Jake. Stiff dude, are you there? You good, man? Yeah, just some sad video game. Okay. You know what Pedro's computer password? Nah, but that guy probably keeps it in his network drive, right? Okay, how do I access that? Head to any internet browser on any computer connected to the network and go to 191.102.81.1 instead of typing a website in the browser. Have to check. Wait a second, let me write that down. 192.108.01. Or is it 1? 1? It's difficult. What the hell? Okay, let's try. Hey, there we go. Alright, so PC password is pizza lover. User is Pedro. Okay. They really need to change that one. Okay, now we need to put a terror strike. I did that every single time. Exit. Extract. Insert. This one, the terror strike CD. Or. This. Alright, done. And then we're gonna leave the room. So we are done, at least with this. As far as I can tell. I mean, it's not done, but close enough. Especially for this. Especially because my phone that I use for my YouTuber is about to die. And I do want you all to see kind of this spot. LAN Party at Pedro's level complete. Secret document found. 2 of 4 secret objects. Press any key. Had an awesome day with the gang. Food was nice too. You can copy paste between computers like a superpower. Love that for me. So you can't do that. Well, you can do it with some PCs now. Mostly Macs, but a couple of days later. Hey, have you seen Pedro? You mean after the LAN party? Nope, he's missing. Yeah, right. He's probably at his granny's house, right? Hey, I'm serious. Pedro is gone. No one knows where he is. Wait, what? Is he really? I just went to the police station. These guys didn't even have a clue. I'll ask again later. Hey, what are you talking about? Haven't Jake or Johnny seen him? Calm down. Are you going to help us or what? Okay, calming down. What did the police tell you? They have no idea yet. I also got really angry at them. Damn. Okay, Jake and Johnny? Jake is trying to contact him online. Man, but we were together just a couple days ago. Okay, sorry. I gotta calm down. And I even have a job coming up. I'll talk to you later, okay? He'll come around, okay? I'll talk to you later. And so that's kind of where the game stopped, or where the demo stopped. And so this is kind of where I think I'll stop here for now. If this is interesting to you, definitely check it out. It's made by a really small company, and I think it's really worth taking a check because it's definitely a really cool game that kind of gives you a weird insight into all the different things that were required of building and using a computer at this time in history. And I know based on how popular some of my TikToks and things like that are, that people are interested in what it was like to use a computer during that time. So, with all that being said, let's head to the outro. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. I genuinely had so much fun with this one. There's something about recreating the specific chaos of the late 90s LAN parties that just gets me. If you've ever needed to install drivers from a floppy disk, this game is going to do things to your heart and mind. You're going on a trip. And it's just as like weird and clunky as setting up an actual LAN party, which I appreciate. It feels authentic. If you want to hang out more, and I'd love it if you do, hit the subscribe button so that you never miss a new video. I cover silly indie games just like this one, and I'd love to have you around for our next adventure. Also, if you're looking for a cozy place to work or study, my other channel, pomOS, is running pre-recorded co-working sessions with RPG long plays going in the background. It's literally what I use when I need to focus. The link is in the description. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Stay sparkly like a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper, Kit Kats. Bye!